I think both of these teams are getting hit by that change pretty similarly.
Yeah. Hard-fought battle over towards A main as well. Conceded up by G2 nice and early. Looking like they want to try and play this one purely for retake. Full evacuation. Raga on his
XLG are about to eliminate G2. Oh my god.
Util's going to be sent flying forwards. Wall up on top of it with the paranoia offloaded. It's all sweeping across the side. Not enough to try and push them back. And Midi going to get traded. Toppled. Towards the top there. Jonah P lurking slightly around to the side here. And there's that Sage coming into play. Jorgamo sticking. Have onto the defuse. Win concerts at G2. A pistol round in their back pockets.
Damn.
Immediately Valen's hyped up about that one.
Damn.
Heavy re-exploration through mid. That's just based on the.
Do we know how much practice XLG has with this
so now that
five?
they've pulled bodies into mid, XLG are trying to find this timing to go over towards what should be a bit of a softer site.
Happyway's going to be caught in through mid. As well as that, Nano Swarm's okay.
2 weeks.
Midi going down there. Look at Nano really deep over towards yellow.
See the discipline though at G2. They're not willing to give anything up. Even Jonah P just slight pot shots peeking off to the side. Everybody taking the right timings for it. Nice lead here for G2. And you can feel how much it means to them, I think, for a team like G2 where expectations are sky high.
That means that XLG should be denied these mid lurks that they appear to be looking for. As Coconut and Happyway were thinking about putting a bit of pressure mid this round. G2 have stacked 3 players over towards B. Currently clearing it out over here. As XLG take that space for an A exec instead. If they go back though towards Coconut.
Oh, he reacts.
Sleep at the wheel or Smos is going to be calling for his team. Reinforcements arriving. This is going to be a brawl. Bit of a tussle occurring out towards B main, yet somehow G2 is still ended up the winners of it. Paranoia used that insurance policy for the exit.
Low key. He kind of sold. Like he mollied them, scared them away, and they got out.
0 and 3.
A rough beginning and a rough continuation.
Open access over towards the A side though, trying to go for that plan. Swinging to the back, Leaf lucky to be alive. Just about backs himself away here. And XLG looking like they want to fight this one forwards, not defaulting back and away, already making the necessary adjustments against the Sage pick.
Remember, you can't allow Jorgamo to get into position.
Why are you spamming that?
The diffuse.
We get it, bro. We saw.
Sky high, face out to the side. It's G2. Plenty of bodies, plenty of action. Still XLG. They have those rifles. Tucked up close.
Oh my god, these guys are. I'm sorry, these guys are.
Still leaves it all just down a Happyway. It's Snappy. Does he need a bit more where that came from as well? Damage has definitely been done.
No, I thought I was.
HP. Is it enough to work with? Tap it on and running him down. Time is up. Valen realizes it.
All right, that was mean. I'm sorry. That was mean. I'm sorry.
An expensive one at that.
I take it back. But that was really. Nah, these guys are. Nah, I'm kidding.
On the board.
Jonah P just making sure to deal with a lot of that early util. G2 open up with the slow orb up towards top. Now the drone as well. Mo going exploring. There's a re-swing off to the side. Adjustments necessary.
Nice shot.
Calm and steady aim in the end.
It's always G2 driving the action here. They fought over towards B in the previous round. Now they're fighting towards A, and it just drives XLG into the opposite site. XLG need to find some way of disrupting the tempo. And the plant denied.
I mean, the Nanoswarm was dead, and they just sent the spike into his death.
Coconut.
Oh no. Nah, he's getting outclassed.
I don't think there was a chance that he was
outclassed.
Refighting. A little bit deeper. Flash. Not really recoverable. Slow orb's going to be down. G2 still wants to play this one for the retake. And Jorgamo just taking that slight
something
peek
hot. I'm going to order noodles soon. I'm so
Midi's going to be
excited.
dropped now. Just 2 left to stand against it, but swarms on every possible position. G2 have got their number. And Leaf is the one to be delivering that dagger to the back.
I'm sorry, I looked away, but that was nice.
Whatever was called into the timeout. Adjustments to be made. Probably going to be taken into account a little bit later on. Jorgamo was willing to take these spikes. He steps up to the mark.
Feeling it, bro.
Not shy at all.
Ragar's dead already.
XLG might have been expecting that they got the site for free there. It's good to throw in a twist every now and then.
See it already. Spike's going to be attempted to plant there.
Spike planted.
And we'll get this one down as well, so into the post plan we go. But XLG, what have they got to really work with?
Good util.
Pistols, high ground position, pushed off and away. Happy Way not to be dismayed. Off to the side though, no accounting for it, and already just wall up into their face. And Pistols just have to expend the entirety of the clip just to even stand a bloody chance.
Damn, John got a kill and got back on. What a Chad, bro. He got a kill. He got off, got a kill, got back on.
They've come here to play. They want no early exit.
And it makes those post plans really tough if you're planning to play away from the spike to any degree. And then if you're forced to play on-site, you're going to get hit by stuff like the paranoia.
The question marks, this drone is going to be going straight down. Potentially broken early, yep.
It's a good bait.
Takes it, it is that bait and switch! Happy Way! He just whiffs it!
You can't lose that. He doesn't have the confidence to peek properly.
Well, I'm sorry, I looked away.
And now they're making a predictable reaction again. Fast into the A site, hit by the lockdown.
Yeah, and it's going to be stunted.
I missed it.
Away as well into the arms of Jonah P.
Wait, I want to see what happened. I'm going back. After this round, I'm going to go back.
Plan
and then I'll
down,
2x it.
but
Because everyone's saying you. I want to see that you moment. Sova, oh, why? There's not enough time. Brother. Brother.
Dwindling now for any chance of winning the round, and they know it. G2. They're skipping, they're hopping, they're all over the place, man.
Should I even go back? Nah.
Sova ult. And right now, G2 have come with anger, fury, a determination to win.
XLG, no respite for them. Knocked down to this
there's a
low,
watermark.
they unfortunately have to contend with a team that everyone was calling before this as one of the best teams in the world.
Yeah, I don't think there's another way of slicing it at this point in the year. It does look like G2, but, you know, if they lose this match, then suddenly all of those narratives get flipped on their head entirely.
Gone. Yeah.
It's a very different crop of teams that we've got here.
Well, look at that stage wall. Where's Grim?
Waiting for the next round of the Viper Wall fuel to come up, and now XLG slowly creeping past the boundary. Dart into the back as well. Smoke to try and obfuscate as well. Cut off to the side. Jonah B is going to be holding this one back.
Oh my God, bro.
They collapse onto them.
Nah.
It's no remorse from G2.
And G2 have actually changed it up slightly. They're playing on with their Killjoy util.
There it is. Hold on. Trying to play up onto one side. He's going to be punished for it.
Jorg is trying to get a Sage Wall so that he can land above their heads, but he's...
Wait a minute.
He's either missing it or he's not taking the timing.
Essentially biding his time.
Can't find the lineup.
Okay, drone broken.
You can't find the lineup.
If he hits it, gets him an angle to kill people who are crossing over to yellow.
Where's Grim? Let me make a call, friend.
XLG are trying to work the map a little bit here and trying to work some picks. Raga just steps up. Very long sight line, unable to get the kill there. A couple of stray bullets onto Leaf, but he just backs himself away on top of it. Now the lockdown is here. Happy Way. Hoping to save him for post, I think. If they can get a free plant on, that would be ideal.
It's a good read.
Yeah.
They've taken down the Killjoy utility earlier on. And Trent, he's not going to invest the Sovereign for that. This round has got to be, it's a must win.
It has to be.
It's a can't lose kind of situation.
Investments they've got as well, but Raga's been dropped as well. But potential rifle spam, I think, through the wall. It might have just caught him unaware. Smokes are going to be dropped down now with a dart towards the back, but again, the pit obfuscated. Hides a lot to blight onto the side here. Wall needs to be broken in time. Portion of it is.
What?
Giacomo! My God! Jumps up and over, tap onto it, and it is just.
Oh my God!
The last remaining
Holy.
player had a chance.
That was
plays out
sick.
like that. Confidence is sky high for G2.
What a beautiful play from Jorg. That's absolute brilliance. The Sage Wall over the top, and then he hops up.
Bro, he peeked and shot the Sage Wall. Oh my God.
That's not just a
Coconut peeked and shot the Sage Wall.
That you really can't lose. Problem is,
they're making them look so bad.
Just come through and deny this.
They're making them look so
these
bad.
These two ults from Happy Way and Trent kind of cancel each other out. And they're hoping that's going to make a distraction for this mid push.
Yeah, 3 players up through mid now. XLG looking to pounce. That's an updraft dash all the way around to the side. And Jorgamo caught unaware, still not dead though. And the players are dropping.
Spike down mid.
It's XLG.
The mid split with the KJ ult is crazy.
Something to try and turn the tide of the way that this map has been going. But G2, bit of luck and a draw, of course, is being played. But I don't know. XLG have been handed opportunities to get kills. They've just been missing them.
And the spike was mid too, yeah.
That Sage Wall
That was
reaction
not
from
a good
Jorg
strat.
just completely blocks the spike into mid.
30 seconds
But I would have liked to see XLG take a timing after Trent had already invested the ultimate. Wait for the Sova to be stuck inside of his ult.
One last
before
player
you
with a gun
pounce.
out.
And now in a 2v5, this round is impossible.
It's cooked. 15 seconds left. Spike's out of reach. It's a pure save.
It's the most out of reach it could possibly be on an Icebox attack round.
Left.
The spike going through mid. And these two players
One enemy.
left
Wow.
in A.
Hunted.
Dude, they're
Not even
dying
a
so
gun.
fast.
Ref, man,
You
not
guys
even
see
a
how
gun
fast
to
they're
be
dying,
saved.
though?
Flawless here for G2.
Oh my
Been
god,
the
they're
case
dying
far
so
across the
fast.
entirety of this map.
Okay, to be fair, chat, XLG is not coming into the event with the original
One team
5 they
has so much
had
confidence.
that
It's
they
just a
qualified
single player
with. One
holding
player
mid.
is missing.
'Cause they're never
You
winning.
is missing.
Push back
No, not
early.
you the player.
Point. Ults are ready to be expended. They want to, and the angle just not quite cleared.
Who?
At least it was.
You.
He thought it was.
Yeah, he peeked screens a couple
You?
times with the
Not
Marshall.
you, bro.
Yeah.
You.
Valen peeks with the drone.
Definitely not you. But
Raga's got to be thinking about
It's
that.
you.
It's 3 and 10 right now.
I mean,
a brutal beginning, but so reminiscent of their first match here.
who is
Hard to watch
you?
in some ways, to be
Not
honest, at
you.
this point, G2.
Jorg's waiting for a player to res. No one's died in a while.
Now, just pulling it out for the fun of it here. Paranoia sweeps. Blinded up onto the two of them. XLG stepping up. They need a few stray shots.
What?
And it's just stray shots straight through the wall. Still Viva will answer back. Instantaneous of the res. Jorgen's been waiting a hot minute for that one. Viva finally
Damn.
dealt with. Dropped. He's done the damage. Midi from below. Sheriff in hand. There's only so much.
Happy way.
Just down a happy way. Can he pull off a miracle?
They actually had more success with the
G2
Sheriffs.
just rearing
It felt like.
every single time.
Towards B. Can they at least apply a curse? I mean, a 9-3 maybe. But they'd have to play better than currently in order to get to that spot.
They need anything they can get.
How old is that? This is a Red Bull, dude.
Man at this point. Why
Has
not?
Been there.
I don't think Midi has used the Thrash all game. Can we get a Gecko ult out here and apply some pressure onto people?
Can our brother
into
get a
deep
Gecko ult
positions
out
on the
here?
sites? Set Raga up somewhere where they're not going to be hunting for him.
Through mid. Drone spotting a happy way. He can exit here if he wants to, but I think just feeling the pressure to at least get a ping, anything to turn the tide.
Wait,
the way
there it
this
is.
has been going. And here it is. Hunter's Fury, Thrash, spended up over towards the B side and catching into his sights. Leaf.
Oh my
Watch
god,
the line
bro.
to
Why
his
is
adversary.
wait? Why was the
Coconut
Viper
pushed up the
here?
danger completely
Why
on
was
his
the
own.
Viper on
Raga
danger?
actually one of the most passive
What the?
players.
While the Jet is back yellow, the Viper is danger.
clear
Oh
now.
my
It's just
god,
a
that's
Raga.
actually so bad.
Last one left. Gonna see those heroics.
Ooh.
Makes a decent go of it.
Bro, the
And the
Viper was
coordination there
danger.
is
I've never seen that in pro
massively
play.
marked by XLG.
Why would the
We
Viper
can
be
talk a little bit about
danger?
Happy Way and whether or not he should have expected that.
It's you hiding in the crowd?
Jiggle Jorgamo. Sole defender over towards A. Many angles of which he can be spotted at. And yes, he is plucked out of the picture.
Pays a little bit there for the hubris of holding such a out in the open kind of angle.
Lockdown's going to be expended nice and early though. This is what Leaf looking to try and push them back and away. Raga overstaying his welcome.
And remember now, Jorgamo dead.
I
that means
handpicked
no
5
Sage Wall to
chatters,
be able
no
to
joke,
get
we'll
that
get more than 1 round
easier
that half.
defuse off. So a lot of it's around the smokes.
Paranoia is perfect. Raga, that's instinctual. Right click with a knife and he's stepping all the way up and through. Finally though, dismissed and dealt with. Quick little peek though, toppling, and as the mollies are going to be going up and over, this could be the best chance in a long while. XLG, still Leaf, watching for it. Too many bodies though, and a bit of spam does the job. 10-2. It's the scoreline of what we're looking at.
If they bring this back, I go ball, then move to
Difficult
China.
half. Difficult to watch for XLG.
If XLG
Difficult
bring
for
it
them
back, I
to
go
even
ball,
get
then
their
move to
feet
China.
underneath them.
I full-time stream from there.
Absolutely. I mean, maybe this is just a play for the turret, or maybe they're going to do an A split, which would be unusual.
There's a play for the turret, pre-firing.
What is that
Re-aiming,
smoke
I should
for?
say, up towards top boiler, but it's a different spot.
Yeah, it's an unusual position actually for the turret here. You see it
the spike.
in a position where it covers the window.
Deploying drone.
But the presence shown here by XLG.
And a pretty similar game plan, right? Where they're going to fight over towards B, they're going to try to get information there and play a retake style on A where they have a bit of plant denial. It could be straight out of the G2 playbook.
Wall up and over, bit of spam to try and break this one early, but not in time. Still stands for now, plant up towards the top. Rapid approach. This is from the flank, and it's all going to be heard and received by Trent. Surely going to be common. He's just holding for any extra element that might be coming out through that one, and he's still tucked, so he is safe in this possible position, and now sees it off to the side. That's just a classic in hand. Raga has been dealt with, taken out. Now it's up to Leaf to try and step up to it and see if he can hold this one back here, and losing control to the flank. The players are dropping like
wait.
here. G2. Not sure which way they wanted to look.
Bro, I can't move to China. Nah.
Just rips the head clean.
I was talking a big game, but I can't do it, bro. 'Cause I have to relocate my whole family as well.
It's
just a big move.
But look at this. Anytime you cut one head off the Hydra, suddenly the Stingers all pop up. And even Jonah P with a Spectre. That's the wrong gun, buddy. What are you doing with that in your hand?
They forced. The G2 force.
We've seen G2 rip the unsuspecting. Tear them apart with the Stingers in hand. Peeks off to the side here with the Outlaw.
The Outlaw's a great purchase.
Yeah, it's shown. Jonah P looking
wait,
up through
what's happening?
Chance of the timing
Oh!
Just snaps right up top.
Oh,
Middy's got the peaks of his own. And everybody feeling like they have to be the
Shot
hero.
Garris.
Like this, when you're down to this extent, snap it up to the
Check
side.
Middy.
2 shots required. A G2 overwhelm. They swarm the back of the side. Coconut.
Wow.
Last one left to do it, and it's too much to overcome G2.
They forced on them.
Play.
Wow, people keep saying Happy Father's Day to me. I don't got no kids.
But XLG, having heard nothing on A, are not really rotating defensive players around to try to catch G2 where they might be. Instead, look.
But you're still my daddy? What?
This could be a clash, because G2, Valiant is calling for them to go back into this site.
Yep. That's a deep drone, though. That was going to be offloaded nice and close, so G2 are aware that they pushed up deep through A main. What's the call now? Re-clear it out or go in a different direction?
You guys are 12. Stop typing.
Mid. Happy way.
If he just stayed where he was, he would have heard so much information.
Just getting antsy.
I think your comment, everybody feels like they have to be the hero right now. It's so accurate. When you're down like this and none of your standard ideas are working,
30 seconds left.
you feel like you've got to take more and more risk.
Second forwards, Raga cheeky with the shot.
What the
Flash
fuck?
does connect, but Smoke's going to be obfuscating, blocking. Any chance for XLG to capitalize on the back of it? Still, it is 4 versus 4. Plan is down. Now for G2, watching up through, just spots it, and okay. Scope.
I need this to be a quick day, so thank you, G2.
Now, and he's going to be making sure that he can stay posted.
I would like to rest.
Position. Catching it, and you never expect this one. You never expect it at all. Sprayed down.
12-3 aware.
G2 find themselves to 12.
This morning I was like, fuck, like I'm fucking,
losing it.
I feel like shit. I'm hella tired. Like, fuck, this watch party's just fucked. And then I thought to myself, like, damn, what if I felt this way and I had to go to an actual job? And then I got my ass out of bed and brushed my teeth like a good boy.
There's just nothing going right for XLG here.
No, Happy way, even the movement. He ends up tripping over his shoelaces, gets caught there by Trent. The ults are good, and it's the same trio from XLG trying to make something happen again. They pushed out A in the previous round, now they've gone over to B.
Jonah P. Oh, he's in transit, he's blocked by the barrels. Could have had an exit perhaps, maybe, but Middy's going to be dropping him nevertheless.
I mean, to be fair, it's a very new map, isn't it? Those barrels only just got recently added.
A lot of changes to Icebox recently, so.
4v4.
Right. Rifles in the hands for XLG, and they're stomping, they're marching. They know it's the last lifeline here for them on Icebox. Time to make a go of it once more. Stepping forwards here with a flash. That's a bit of an indicator closer to corner.
Oh no.
What are you doing? Cycling the U-turn.
Oh my god.
Loose and unleashed, and leaves it down to Coconut in a 1v2. All for the map. All here and now.
GG.
Tonight, that last chance and all. 13-3 is how Icebox is going to be sealed up here for G2.
Where the f
Already going exploring up through mid here with a flash and a horn top towards the top and wrapping around to the side. It's a lot of damage, no slight kill, but Valen might get that exit or not. Happy way, trying to catch him. Paranoia just barely there towards his back and peeking out through the smoke. Trent will be punished.
I can't close Gamba, I voted. Better run.
And yet, no kills whatsoever.
Better odds for XLG fans.
All going the way of XLG. They now have C control.
Wait, no, people are going to vote for G2 after XLG win pistol.
Couldn't get a better beginning.
It's actually better odds for the G2 people.
All offside as well. No smokes alive, Valen. has been dropped. One way propped up on top of it.
No joke, if XLG had any fans, they lost them last map.
Going to be able to get that.
They lost them on the way to map 2.
Raga from behind. Just trying to tap away there, ghost in hand. Jorgamo puts him down, but his team has got it all handled.
Changes things slightly, but should still put Raga in a good opportunity to get some big entries. Which, honestly, every comp they've played so far has not really.
If you waited that long, you're a scammer and you shouldn't be in the Gamba. Gambling is for people that are...
Big group pump. Discipline going to be required here.
Not scammers? I don't know.
Lobby. XLG making moves towards it, but they're just contacting the barrel. Might just be sticking out towards the side and expected here by Raga.
Best start that he's had in a map so far. 4-1.
Gambling is for the honest and respectful.
Up over towards the top of that ledge. Happy to pop them and leave last one left standing. Not for much longer. 2-0 beginning here for XLG. This is what they needed to get the blood pumping ever so slightly. Flash and a drone up and over. That's the Thorns dead, but a bit of spam for the wall. Yes,
bit cheeky in it, bruv.
Here, Raga. It's off to an absolute heater. Beginning here of Haven.
Jorg's thinking about how to get past this trip over towards the C side of the map because he's pushed up and got good information. It's allowing them to stack 3 players over here towards A.
Players up. G2 might be able to put a stop to this. Paranoia's already going to be sweeping past. Vulnerability. All going to be used here with a snake bite. Aftershock into the corner. Clears out Trent.
I keep losing my mouse, fuck.
Puts a bit of fear into XLG as well. Now they're going to start scurrying into a different direction. Right into Jorgamo perhaps, but no. B seems to be the goal.
Right into where the wall was. But they've gotten a bit lucky. The leaf's already gone.
What?
The side stepping straight back into this one. Valin takes out Raga.
Wait, XLG might win bonus.
Try and hold this one down on through the bottom of mid, but here comes the re-exploration.
All 3 A-Link.
Through Link now, 3 players stacked up, grouped up. Ready to explode. They spotted it, just trying to see if they can get any sort of easy access to these fights. Open sight lines. XLG are willing to get them too easily still. Too much more to come. And a rolling G2.
Wow, I was wrong. I was so wrong. XLG will not win bonus.
Slightly better weaponry, slightly poor crosshair placement from Happyway in his position.
They got owned. Oh my god.
No util for either team. See a set play round. XLG usually good with these. Once they have ults, off the rip, Raga pops the dimensional drip.
And this one flying forwards, but the Thorns were dead nice and early. It's a shock dart sent flying in.
I'm back.
Gains himself backside control though, out towards into Gong, has a flash up and under. This is G2 playing this one fast with the flood defense. They're going to try and take this one by storm, and they're overwhelming.
What in the just happened?
Stinger in the hand of Jorgamo obtains
these observers. I'm just kidding, bro.
Can't stand against it.
Well, there's supposed to be a good match today.
But it's rare
RRQ versus Fnatic is going to be good, I think.
A little bit of a slower team,
as long as RRQ their arms before they play today.
0. Now the score's even and their economy's shattered.
It was overtime on split? Oh yeah, you're right. It was overtime on split.
Place down here by XLG, looking to hopefully get a few more.
Was it? No, it wasn't, you liar.
Trent. Stepping straight back up, and hello! I know exactly 2 players toppled, XLG.
Yes, it was. I was kidding, bro.
Kick the doors down over towards A, and they're going to cause G2 to scurry their way around. It's only
it was 12-7 until a 14-12, dude.
It's unbelievable.
Just say you don't watch the games. Fucking cringe.
Up these guns. Jonah's got to try to stop them going for something quick.
Yeah, their only chance is Jonah P stalling this one out. Tucks himself into the short position, looking to try and get embedded. The damage on the Happyway prize, enough to try and stop him. TP in forwards, but again, no one's covering. No one's watching it. Doubled up though, round towards it. You got to try and do the most now. The XLG rifles down.
Oh my god. One singular leaf. One singular maple leaf.
On C with the operator.
Stop fake laughing at my own jokes. I say a joke, then I fake laugh, and if no one kept W's, I stop laughing. But if you guys are kept W'ing, I keep laughing. Because I know it hit.
They're going to go over towards A anyway. It's being reinforced. There's players here waiting off to the side, including Trent tucked into the corner. Inside the Viper Raw, but Raga's dealt with TP into the back. Nothing else to really supplement the rest of that one after shock.
Okay, focus. Stop.
Trent's pushed out into the open, but with that
Mother's in a goofy mood.
Jorgamo short is on lockdown. Flash, dodged up and over towards the top. It's supplementary.
Bro. Oh my god.
I
thought Jorgamo was an attacker.
G2 get 4 in a row, knocking XLG's economy down once again. And Happyway, if he tries to take space,
damn.
Straight to the dome. Call it overkill.
Check Tyson's stream.
Immediate reposition as well. Jorg's going to be in a different spot. Nothing's going right now for XLG.
Oh, I mean...
What?
That one's supposed to be...
Killed
You've
his
got to get a
teammate.
replay of that. That's supposed to be headed towards backside, and Raga just walked in front of it.
And it is.
I didn't see what happened.
What the fucking Subway Surfers is this?
I'm innovating right now. I agree.
I don't know where it is.
All right, we go for duelists. Fuck it, we go for duelists.
What in the fucking Subway Surfers is this? Is he allowed to do this? I mean, this is actually Tyson's POV during practice. Your brother's got the match on.
Do crazy damage to your own squad.
A brutal one, and it's fast going from XLG. Eurowalter, or Omenol, I should say.
They were thinking about it.
TP up towards heaven is going to be broken. Raga forwards here to breach ult. Try and lay way.
Yeah, apparently he's
towards
fishing
the
in old school
side.
RuneScape on his third
Trent's
monitor.
already there. Perfect with the util haunt.
He's fishing in fucking what's it
Paints out
called?
Raga's outline. Jorgmo even going to be
Edgeville?
using his own dimensional drift out.
Is it Edgeville?
Spots it out. Plenty of players left
Drake,
waiting around to the
no.
side. Re-exploration,
Barbarian Village.
re-clearing, call
That one.
for TP. Flash waiting. Prime gonna let loose here, and G2 are pouncing on the opportunity to draw out even more blood. XLG not able to take a breath in these moments, but they may have an opportunity to go a bit further. There's a game of timings happening here. Happy Way
Barbarian Outpost.
drifted in through mid.
But I think that the round should just be dead. I mean, the spike is surrounded by G2 players.
There's no retreat,
XLG's
is
getting
there?
clapped. Maybe they're enjoying it.
Out from the side here is Leaf waiting.
The
Happy Way
reach ult
securing his
that is
contract
out
for next
here
year.
XLG. They break the Omen ult,
7 and
or at
5
least
somehow,
cause enough pressure for
but they're
it to
losing
get
6-2.
cancelled. G look to show G2 a bit of their own medicine here.
I saw tens, guys. I
Stingers
saw.
on 3 of the players. And as overall, in case things get a little
Right,
bit
80K
tricky,
for G2
XLG will be
PRX,
trying to win
damn.
this one.
Sentinels PRX is
Not
coming
gonna do
soon.
much there for the Vice Wall. Obviously intended for the thorns that have been placed prior. TP into the back, and you just can't get out of dodge. Still, it's there, available already, and wasting. Jonah P wants to try and flood his way in.
What the fuck happened to G2?
XLG though, the ones dominating. Oh, as I say that, Lee, he's going to take out 2 of them. Leaves it into a 1v2.
Wait,
spot,
Zakin's
but
in
Trent
chat?
has seen
What's he
this
saying?
guy in the clutch.
They just sacrificed Ragar to the
Nobody's
gods.
capable
Oh, when he
of-
TK'd him?
Spike. Coconut's going to be able
Yeah,
to put down a
they've
one-way
been
spike.
sacrificing
They
last
can
map
play
too,
over
dude.
towards long.
They're
But
making
it
hella
will offer
sacrifices. I hope it comes
potentially
back to, like,
opportunities
you
for
know,
Trent
and good deed.
to pick them off if his
They've been
aim can be
sacrificing
good
for about
enough.
45 minutes straight right now.
Vandal powerful at long range. And I think he should start to get the read that they're playing
I think it's
off-site
time to
here.
cash it out.
Reveals his position. Now time to send some util flying
that a
forwards
hit?
here. Sees.
Whoa!
That's going to be coming up a close angle here. Slight tap. Trying to force these players out.
Geography.
It's Happy Way who takes the peak. Time ticking though onto this spike, and the spot just unwinnable now. Happy Way doesn't land that shot though. Still, there might be an opportunity. There might be a chance.
What?
But a difficult shot to hit.
Geography,
way
or you
through
like line up
still.
the angles and shit. You know?
Tournament, I would argue. But still, they've only been able to put 3 together.
Haunt up and over the top with a bit of spam from Jonah P. He's doing some work. He's doing some damage.
I don't get it, bro. You guys good or
Bullets landing
not?
onto Happy Way. He's dropped down to just barely anything.
XLG have got a really nice read right now that this wall is up on front B.
Jonah P, you're hard stuck onto this angle right now. Raga's got you watched. Flash dodged, and there's the peek, and there's the get out.
I did take a comp sci
Good
course.
punish. He's got
I can
great
speak in
information
Java.
just from the sound. Bit bold. I'm not exactly sure what Jonah was going for there with the hop up.
C++ Java, talk to me.
Trent takes a shot
Speak it?
as Happy Way feeds into this B lurk position. XLG, they're
I can
playing
read better than I
solid.
speak.
And a kill happened there on both ends. Raga
Right,
also
focus.
punished Trent for an info peek.
Raga hasn't cleared that. I think he's missed it on top of the box. And he's just out into the open. Jorgmo, there with a trade. Raga might have just done enough though. Still that TV forwards. Midi, he's going to be sharp with it. Rifle in hand, finally putting a stop to it. Jorgmo's running rampant ever so slightly here. Midi
Another
Fever
1v2 for Leaf.
left to do it now. Jump spot out into the
Jump
open.
out!
Straight
Jump out!
shots and damage and spamming all. Oh,
Cover
no
me!
coverage inside.
Oh! A flying fat baby! Wait, wrong game. A flying
Jumping right
classic!
click, magnetized onto the head of Midi.
Close, a lot of utils
I
gonna
think
be
you don't
primed
really
in the hands
see
of
in
these
major
players.
esports
XLG
events.
could
So
potentially go
I
now.
think it's
There
a
it is,
cool,
fault line
cool,
forwards to the Cs to
a
meet
cool
them.
component that
Lock
we've
them
got
down.
here in Toronto.
XLG can step no
Don't
further.
say the T.
At least for now, Raga re-exploring, risks to be taken with just the sheriff in hand.
XLG
I'm
did
sick to
win
my
that thrifty
stomach, Bob.
before.
There's a head. Clean off the shoulders. Valen's going to be done. No more.
I need to work on that.
Starting to get a feel of the game.
Heating up.
He's playing very much on his own, though. It's not like he's using that initiator util. Mostly just setting himself up for kills.
Not even
He's
close.
dragging most of the G2 players away, but a flash got a connection. Contact over towards A, and it's caused them scurrying back and over, but XLG are playing the long con. Going back over towards Raga, why not? But he earned himself the entirety of the C site.
It's a very dangerous rotate from Viva going through mid there, exposing himself to B and Garage. But they make it through. No casualties.
30 seconds left.
Should be a plant.
Lots shots fired off. Jordan we're looking for a lucky connection in all. Raga, he's forward again. And this guy
Guys?
is it double the ball.
What the fuck?
Raga!
Send 5 more. We can do this again.
Right when they needed him most.
Damn. They weren't kidding about this guy, huh?
That's what you're hoping for
Damn.
from XLG superstar.
Doubles.
Raga said, this team, I'll do it myself.
He had to make the play.
Raga said, I ain't playing a post plant. I've been playing post plant all day. I've had enough. He hit him?
But you can't do that
Oh, he
consistently.
did hit him. You're right.
And he won't even get a chance in this round.
Oh,
Runs
he
into
did hit him.
Jorgamo, takes an op bullet to the chest. And now the rest of XLG have to try to put a game plan together without their star player.
An eye for
Without the dimensional drift.
an eye?
And it's the last one in
An
the
eye for an
half.
eye?
Cover going out.
We're looking to spot out these players now. Dimensional Drift sees the two of them.
That's great info.
I'm back.
You know that the Cypher's lurking somewhere. You know that all 3 of the other players are over towards A. And Jorg, he's already anticipating
Thank you,
that they're
Tango.
going to be making a bit of a pivot. Happy Way's caught the timing past the flash.
Yeah, he has. No acknowledgement on that one.
Very fast timing.
About as good as the timing as he could possibly hope for. And it's still being jiggled, but yeah, Leaf unanticipating it.
Cage triggered.
Wait, he did not
Leaf even
expect
went
that
for
at
a
all.
reaction Thorns pop there at 40 seconds. Jorg's on and
Wait, he did
on.
not expect that at all.
Happy Way.
Oh my god.
30
Making sure that he
seconds
can
left.
really take advantage.
I told
of the
you guys they would be
backfield.
better on the
Sees
map.
his
They
family,
practice
full sticks
less.
it, full sticks it. He's all the way. In through.
Wow,
into the
almost.
back and still
Nice try.
cleaned up. In the end, XLG now. They do have finally open access for that C site.
This
What
would
a
be
good work being put in.
This would be an incredible round for XLG to get a 7-5 half, more than they could have dreamed of early.
Happy Way. He's got the operator in his hands
What?
here. Misses the first shot though, and a bit of spam. Trying to run this guy down all the way. The ults though have been earned up midi. Stuns them all. Sends them packing 7-5. Both of these teams be bitterly disappointed of an early exit here.
Raga dead. Round's over.
That's an early exit for Raga in the round. Tried to take a fight, hoping his hand was still hot.
Slow down called for here by G2. Injecting a bit of a pause, I suppose, into the play and re-exploration in through mid. XLG have got a lot of space off the back of this, a lot of information is going to be gathered.
That flash tells them that there's somebody either peeking Garage or on the flank.
TP into the corner. Uh-oh. Snake bite round towards the back. Flash into your face on top of it. Jorgamo.
Oh,
trying to
he's
take
blind.
that fight, and he was set up relatively well. G2 though, can they follow up on the most of it? Get the trade onto midi, but this anchor smoke is brutal to get through. And
What?
Viva's trying to weave in and out between it. Valin drops one,
Spike
dropped
down
himself,
A.
traded in a moment's notice. Up towards the top though, no more smokes. Up towards heaven, and Happy Way just poking his head out. Spike has been dropped out into the open.
Yeah, and that's a little bit tough because they know there's a player over towards heaven. Happy Way with a ghost and very little health. How do you block
30
this off?
seconds left.
Just has to be the double hold as they reclaim it, retrieve it. Scurrying back now to safety, getting that plant down.
Yeah, and I think Happy Way missed
Winnable
his
for
timing
XLG?
to have influence
tough.
in this round.
He's low.
Could have potentially done it, but now
Happy needs
G2
one.
Going to be tucked in safe positions, trying to play a bit more discipline.
Nope.
And there it is. As soon as you catch the contact, Leaf is supposed
Nope.
to be the pivotal point. Jonah P, the one to capitalize.
But XLG are going to be wanting to force fights like this one.
Oh.
Jorg's going to be dropped down, single digits.
Charges.
They have a Bucky and a
Mostly
Marshall.
aggression, though, that XLG will go on for on that eco.
If G2 buy an Outlaw next round, it's going to go insane.
And a Marshall.
They invested so much.
brought into
They have a
this one.
Ghost. 3 guys will have light armor next round.
There's danger.
Maybe
in
even
long-range
4.
angles and somewhere close, although Happy Way's actually playing the Bucky.
I've never seen this.
Over towards A long.
Yeah.
Really bizarre. But it's also not an area that G2 are currently exploring.
All eyes towards C. Gonna be onto Viva and Coconut to see if they can clear the way. Viva, a bit of supplementary there with a spam. He needed to defend the slightest of corners, and Leaf is catching a timing. You can hear it, the footsteps. Raga was anticipating
Oh,
it.
he
There's
turns.
a Bucky coming into work.
Wait, they might get ecoed.
Upgrades, potentially. Downgrades, I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. Do you want a stinger?
He's keeping the Marshall. He should get a stinger and go short.
We'll have to get a run on, though.
He made the wrong choice.
Put a stop to this here. Auto towards the oh my God, man!
Damn.
That looked sharp, but he was also facing the haunt. So it would have been lit up like a Christmas tree on Trent's screen. 3 players trying to come back in here. They've got a Bucky or a Stinger to work with. It's going to be tough.
Let's see what he can do. Util readily available here with a fault line at least. Alongside the dart, Paranoia.
What the
Hold
fuck?
on, down into the open.
How's he alive?
Try and land those shots though, and he still gets the 1. We're eventually going down. Discipline being played. G2 just waiting for the game to come to them. And
Well played.
they know that game well.
1v2.
Josh in that moment. Hard when you're a coach not to vocalize what you're thinking. Here's that stun like I'm talking about. XLG's compet is better for A lobby control.
Raga did take out Valen, but he is traded.
Yeah, so best case he's managed is going 1 for 1. And I'm not sure that that's enough in a round like this. G2 slow things down. XLG take the response into mid. This flash, Vice flash, up on their screens, always available to get the info.
3 players. I can wait now. Plenty of bullets left waiting and more. Where that came from, Jonah P. He knows where that final player could be lurking around towards the side.
1v1, Leaf again.
Job of it still into the 1v1. It's Leaf versus Viva.
And it's a must-win here for Viva. It's G2's bonus. They can still afford to buy into the next. Viva
Wait, he wiped
can't.
his hands. Viva wiped his hands.
Mutual setup. Plant is down in the game of timing.
Flash.
Just missed by Leaf, but still, he's going to be wrapping this one all the way
Oh, he has no idea he got out?
to the side, and a bit of patience now played as well.
Viva's had a nightmare of a map so far. He's 2 and 10. This would
Did
be
it flash
everything
him?
for the guy.
Flash doesn't seem
No.
much. He's got to reveal his hand. Deep dart down, and it clears one of the angles for him. Doesn't know where to expect Leaf, though. Creeping around, crawling around this guy. It's all over the place. Practically
Damn.
in the walls.
And it's a gorgeous plant position from Leaf. Makes it feel like he's playing
Honestly,
towards Cubby or Long.
That plant spot
But actually,
was
when he
kind of
wraps
nasty.
around there,
Not letting their foot off the gas.
Time to jump.
XLG were given an in with the rounds that they accrued up on that prior half, but G2
What is this trip?
putting a stop to it here and now.
Oh, nice try.
Get cheeky there.
No way,
Oh,
Jonah died.
hold on,
Somehow
happy
Jonah
way.
died.
Sheriff shots are flying and rattling down that sight line. 3 versus 3. What it's come down to now here, playing a bit off site still. Coconut is up. They're going to have smokes to play this one. You can't be entirely off the side, and G2 I think have just realized it. Now starting to play up a little bit more. Late lurk now from Leaf. It's going to be that backup policy, but with a bit of pace, might not get a chance to do it here. Shots already fired. Valen has been caught from behind. The TP down towards Long. You are completely out of the picture. Jorgamo is forwards.
Fuck, sorry.
Guns need to be at
Wait,
the ready. It's Viva
deja
again
vu?
versus Leaf once more. Can he do it? Tapping out, searching.
What is happening right now? I looked down and just watched the same round. I looked down, looked back up, I saw the same round again. No joke, I didn't watch the round. I came back to the 1v1. It's like I saw a replay.
Starts here.
And you can just see it on their faces and all the replays and all the cams. G2 are all smiles. XLG can feel it. Slowly losing their chance. They're staying alive here in a global event. Flash and a peek alongside that horn. Viva!
Ooh.
That's big.
Okay.
That's redemption.
What's the
for
name of that
Viva.
Coldplay
That's
song?
back. 2, make it 3, make it 4. God! A bit of fire, bit of fury, insert it into it.
Viva la vida!
Roseman maybe
Viva
gets the
la
job
vida,
done.
brother!
We'll see it. He's
Ace!
one away
Ace!
from the
Ace!
And it would do wonders for the confidence. Leaf is dodging, juking, desperate to stay alive.
No!
Denies him his chance in the
Wait.
sun.
But
Another
no,
clutch?
Hold on.
Now hold on.
Pump the brakes. There's a minute still left here. I've seen Leaf work magic before, and his wall gets dripped over towards C.
There's a 1v2 though, and he's walking.
No!
Doesn't realize the happy way is already there.
Okay.
Nice 4K though, let's play it over his
The
replay.
adrenaline can start for
Replay.
such a long time. I think he only had 1 kill in the first half.
Gotta get the confidence back.
Go away.
So to be able to just step up and rip through 4 of the players, getting his team back into things.
Nice Viva la vida.
both
Viva
incredible.
la vida translates to long live
But in
life.
theory, it's a weaker economy.
A Spanish
Only
phrase
heading
used
the
to
side where
express
Viva
joy.
is completely alone.
Viva la vida, I like that. I'm getting a tattoo, fuck it.
Jorgen with a dimensional drift clears all of the A site out. Spots it. Multiple players there. Raga taking a peek. Let's claim Jonah P.
And this allows them now to use the Vice ultimate for post-plant.
Midi to tap. It's forced out the old early here. Players are going to be colliding, clashing. Jorgen tries to step forward. He's going to try and stem that bleeding, shore it up, at least momentarily here, round to the side. And the ult's going to be extended.
What the fuck?
Oh my goodness, he's just swapping around the weaponry. Valen just walking. Happy
Ooh.
way from on high. Operator in hand after shot, pushing him out wide. And it's just left down to Trent in that 1v2 scenario.
Ooh.
Sight set.
Come back.
Appropriate position.
Deeper position.
Your face is
He's
ruined
not
good
as worried
already.
about just getting
Got
blown.
him. Damn, good one. Hey, John.
Garage, though,
Dab me up, bro. You cooked my shit,
currently
dude.
pretty dangerous. They have this camera that gives them information into Garage, but it got smoked off.
It's cleared through. Jorgen inserts his presence there now over towards B in the garage.
And they don't have a re-clear protocol for this. I mean, if they had the breach on this side of the map, I'm sure they would. But for now, with their current defensive setup, you've just got to stay here.
One big glaring question mark. Happy Way's going to be watching onto most of this here, but it does drag bodies away from it. G2, you got 30 seconds left. Got to start to decide where you want to go at
30
some point.
seconds left.
Potentially a B pop, but Jorgen will be in a backstab. Looks like that is where they're going to be trying to go for here, but Midi has plenty of util to dissuade this. Trip. Ball line's going to be triggered round from the side here. Sheriff not doing enough. Happy Way. Nearsighted matters not. Beaver offloading it, buying time now for the Flood to try and get in. There's 7 seconds left. G2 trying to get that plan down here. Running and gunning and Coconut. Just laying claim down now onto the side leaf. There's the last one left. Got into his hands. Defuse is sticking. Shorty's on the corner. And if that's what it takes.
Short,
All
for
right,
example,
11-8
which
XLG
just
on
kinda
comeback.
stops the
Everyone
cycle alert
focus.
from happening that you would expect.
If you haven't been
And
watching
instead,
all game, it's probably a good time to start
Happy Way
watching.
playing mostly towards C the entire time. He's got a trip for Garage window, in fact, this time. So if you try to get into that deep position that Jorg played in previously,
Hold on.
You're done.
Pacey. Yeah, we're seeing it. It's going to be that nightfall scattered forwards. No connections. TP now into the back by Valen. I know it's all clear.
oh, fake as well into spawn. So they do have to
Ooh.
respect that. There's an omen
Easy
smoke
plan.
in the defender's spawn that they might have teleported into.
It's going to bleed time out of XLG where they have to try and at least defend this
Oh
one. Still
my
ahead of it.
God,
That
he killed
smoke
him
just
blind.
dissipates. Jorgen, he's wide out into the open. Trying to flash
We
his
don't
way
clear
in, but Valen's
backside?
still towards the back. This could be
Nah,
clearing up the question
I'm good.
marks. Here for XLG.
Important trade.
They're going to be clearing up most of the map as well. Into, through, and the side. B side.
They have flashed, they have recon.
There it is, recon up and over, smoke. Dropped up, a bit of spam from G2. Is this what it's going to take? Is this how they're going to be claiming this round here? Stepping forwards and past it. The line of scrimmage that was layered
Yo,
down.
Trent
and it's
or
straight
Jonah
over
P is
Mono
owning him on the
Traces.
spam. Holy
Time
shit.
has run out. G2 are up to 12.
A very fast hit coming out at the timeout there. Straight out of the strat book. Good input from
The
Josh
res
RT.
is really bad.
Very tight angle to behold. Just catching the clone. Takes that first contact, forcing the TP back at him. Saraga evacuating. And through the back though, this is Happy Way hard committed. He's decayed down. Thorns and a snake bite. It's all offloaded.
Oh my God. Wait, is that a sick combo?
Foul concoction that G2 just brewed up. And now,
Doors activated.
with a
My
player
ultimate's ready.
advantage, sight control is theirs. We're looking at Raga to see if he can be the difference maker. Peeks out wide, don't follow up at all. It's the Vice sword offloaded now. Thorns scattered wide. And with it, XLG's hopes. Jorgen taking point, taking contact. And
Damn.
bodies a drop.
Nice shot.
At
GG.
a moment's notice, it's G2
XLG out.
who move on. And XLG
Oh shit.
sent packing.
Well played though. G2 looked good though. It was dominant. It was quite dominant.
G2 came in
Might be
today,
the start for
angry,
G2.
determined, very focused.
Might be the start.
Didn't run the Tejo, still managed to get the win.